Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. Today in civic education, we're going to be looking at constitution and rule of law. Okay? Our topic for today in civic education is on constitution and rule of law. So are we ready for the lesson? We're going to be looking at rights and responsibilities, constitutional principles also. But first, let's know the meaning of constitution and rule of law. What do we mean by constitution? The constitution is a fundamental set of rules and principles that establish the structure, functions, and powers of a government. Okay? Do you understand? A constitution is like the rule book for a country. It sets up how the government works, what powers it has, and the rights and duties of the people. It's the most important law in the land. Okay? The rule of law is the principle that all individuals and institutions, including the government, are accountable to and bound by the law. It ensures that laws are applied consistently and fairly, preventing arbitrary use of power and promoting a just and orderly society. Okay? Do you understand? The rule of law means that everyone, including the government, must follow the law. No one is above it. It ensures fairness and equality by holding everyone accountable under the same set of rules. Okay? The Constitution often outlines the rights and duties of citizens and serves as the supreme law of a country, providing the framework for governance. Imagine a country as a big game, and the Constitution is the rule book. It tells everyone, which is the government and the people, how to play fair, what powers they have, and the rights everyone should have. It's like the ultimate guide for how the country runs. Okay? Do you understand that? That is the constitution. Then the rule of law. It means that everyone, including the government, must follow the law. Okay, the rule of law is like the referee in a game. It means everyone plays by the same rules, no matter who they are. It keeps things fair, making sure there is order and equality in how laws are applied. Do you understand? So that is constitution and rule of law. Okay? Now let's look at rights and responsibilities. Rights are the things you are allowed to do or have. Responsibilities are the things you should do. Okay? First, we are going to look at rights. Remember, we said rights are the things you are allowed to do or have. So, as a citizen, you have the right, freedom of speech. You can express your thoughts and opinions openly. Okay? Speaking freely. You can say what you think. Do you understand? You can share your thoughts on social media without fear of punishment, as long as it's not doing harm to the next person. Right to education. Everyone has the right to receive an education. Okay? Everyone can go to school. No matter who you are, you can go to school. Every child, regardless of background, has the right to attend school and learn. Okay? Right to equality. People should be treated equally, regardless of differences. Fair treatment. People should be treated the same. Do you understand? A person can't be treated unfairly or denied opportunity based on their gender or race. No. Okay? Right to life. Everyone has the right to live and be protected. Everyone has the right to be safe. You have the right to live. Individuals have the right, citizens have the right to be protected from harm, ensuring personal safety. Freedom of religion. You can practice any religion or none at all. You can follow any religion. Believe what you want. Any religion you can follow, or you don't follow any at all. Okay? You can choose to follow any religion or none at all without facing discrimination. All these are rights, okay? You have the right to these things. Freedom of speech, right to education, right to equality, right to life, freedom of religion, and so on. There are other rights, okay? Now let's look at responsibilities. We said responsibilities are the things you should do. What are those things you should do as citizens? As a person, what are those things you're supposed to do? Respect for others. Treat others with kindness and consideration. Okay? Treat others nicely, be kind. Help a classmate who is struggling with their schoolwork. Act of kindness. Obeying laws is also another responsibility. Follow the rules and laws of your community or country. Okay? Do what your community says is right. Do what your country says is right. You follow the rules, obey the laws. When you see a red light, you stop while driving to keep everyone safe on the road. Civic duty. Participate in democratic process like voting. Do you understand? Help choose leaders and share your ideas. Okay? Participate in local elections and voice your opinions on community issues. That is also your responsibility. Environmental stewardship. Take care of the environment for future generations. Keep the planet clean and healthy. Do you understand? Recycle and reduce waste to protect the environment. Okay? Community service. Contribute to your community through volunteering or helping others. You volunteer at a local food bank to assist those in need in your community. Anywhere your community needs help, you help. Do you understand that? All these are rights and responsibilities, okay? You have the rights to freedom of speech. You have also responsibility to respect others, help others, obey laws. Do you understand? Good. Now let's look at constitutional principles. One of the constitutional principles include popular sovereignty. The power of the government comes from the people. They have the ultimate say through voting. Okay? People power. The government gets its authority from the people who vote. Limited government. The government's powers are restricted by the Constitution to prevent abuse and protect individual rights. Do you understand? Limited rules. The government can't do whatever it wants. There are rules in the Constitution. Okay? Separation of power. The government is divided into branches. like executive, legislative, judicial, to avoid one group having too much power. Do you understand? Let's say teamwork government. The government is split into teams. So no one team has all the power. Checks and balance. Each branch of government has some control over the others, preventing any one branch from becoming too powerful, okay? Checking each other. The branches, the teams, keep an eye on each other to make sure no one becomes too strong. Do you understand? Judicial review. Courts can review government actions to ensure they follow the Constitution, acting as a check on the other branches. Okay? Like court referee. Courts can say if the teams, the branches, are playing by the rules. Federalism. Power is shared between the national government and smaller units, like states, to balance authority and autonomy. Do you understand? Sharing power. The big government and smaller parts, which is the state, work together, so not everything is decided by one group. Okay? So all these are the constitutional principles. Do you understand? Popular sovereignty, limited government, separation of powers, checks and balance, judicial review, and federalism. All these are constitutional principles. Okay? So today's lesson on constitution and rule of law, we understood everything we talked about, right? We looked at the meaning of constitution and rule of law, rights and responsibilities, and lastly, constitutional principles. So we understood everything we talked about, right? Okay, good. So next we are going to be looking at our assignment. I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignment. Okay, that is good.